Today, we witness an important moment in history, a moment of pure excitement, high energy, and a little bit of chaos. No, I'm not talking about kids in a candy store. I'm talking about Monkey BuBu, the furry, mischievous little explorer versus the M&M vending machine. Now, if you think humans get excited over candy, just wait until you see a monkey discover a machine that magically drops chocolate at the push of a button. To BuBu, this isn't just candy. It's a gold mine, a treasure chest, the jackpot of all jackpots. And so, the adventure begins. Boo enters the room like an explorer discovering a hidden treasure. His tiny eyes scan the surroundings, but then, boom. He spots something shiny, colorful, and absolutely mesmerizing. His body freezes mid-step, his tail stiffens, and his little monkey brain kicks into overdrive. His mind is racing. What is that? A giant, magical box filled with colorful food, just sitting there, waiting for me? This is the best day of my life! BuBu slowly approaches, cautious but excited, like he just found the entrance to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. He presses his tiny hands against the glass, staring at the perfectly stacked M&M packets inside. The red ones, the blue ones, the yellow ones, all calling out to him like tiny, delicious sirens. He tilts his head, completely mesmerized. Who locked up all this happiness? And more importantly, how do I get it? The gears in his head start turning. He sniffs the machine, pokes at it, even taps the glass to see if the candies will magically fall. Nothing happens. Now, he's fully invested. This isn't just a vending machine anymore. This is his life's mission, and he will stop at nothing to get those M&Ms. BuBu knows that before any great heist, a true professional must analyze the target. So instead of jumping in recklessly, he takes a step back and inspects the vending machine like a scientist, on the verge of a groundbreaking discovery. He leans in super close, pressing his tiny face against the glass, eyes darting left and right, scanning every row of colorful M&Ms. His breath fogs up the glass as he stares at the glorious treasure trapped inside. He tilts his head, deep in thought. Who would do such a thing? Why would anyone lock away these precious chocolatey gems? And more importantly, how do I break in? BuBu taps the glass. Nothing happens. He knocks harder. Still nothing. He scratches his head, squints suspiciously, and decides it's time for a more advanced approach. He moves around the machine, examining every corner, sniffing for secret openings, poking random buttons, and even checking behind it as if there's a hidden door leading straight to candy paradise. At one point, he tries to stick his tiny fingers into the slot, hoping to fish out an M&M. No luck. Frustrated but determined, BuBu knows one thing for sure. This battle is far from over. At first, BuBu is confused. He has tapped the glass, knocked on it, even tried to sneak his little fingers inside the slot, but nothing has worked. Just when frustration is about to take over, he spots it. A big, shiny button. His tiny monkey brain immediately explodes with excitement. Aha! This must be the secret! He doesn't know exactly how it works, but one thing is clear. Buttons make things happen. And so, with the determination of a gamer in a final boss fight, BuBu slaps the button. Nothing happens. He slaps it again. Harder. Still nothing. Now it's personal. BuBu goes full-on arcade mode. His tiny fingers start mashing every button on the vending machine, treating it like a PlayStation controller. He's punching, slapping, pushing combinations like he's unlocking a cheat code. He even double taps one button while kicking another with his foot, just in case there's a secret technique to unleash the M&M jackpot. With each press, he pauses, waiting for M&Ms to rain down from the heavens, but the machine remains stubbornly silent. BuBu stops, panting, staring at the machine like it just betrayed him. Clearly, this battle isn't going to be easy, but he's just getting started. After what feels like an eternity of button smashing, slapping, and maybe even threatening the vending machine, something miraculous happens. BuBu freezes, his ears perk up, his eyes widen. He just heard the most beautiful sound in the world. Slowly, cautiously, he peers into the machine's slot and… there it is. A single glorious packet of M&Ms, sitting there like a treasure waiting to be claimed. For a moment, BuBu just stares, processing what just happened. Did I do that? Am I some kind of vending machine wizard? Then the realization hits. He won. He jumps up, tail wagging wildly, tiny hands flailing in excitement. He looks around as if expecting a crowd to cheer for him. Did everyone just see that? I, Monkey BuBu, have conquered technology. With pure triumph, he reaches in, grabs the candy packet, and holds it up like he just discovered fire. He pats the vending machine proudly, as if thanking it for finally listening. In this moment, BuBu is no ordinary monkey. He is the king of the vending machine. And now, with his prize in hand, there's only one thing left to do: devour. The moment BuBu tears open the M&M packet, it's as if the world slows down. His eyes widen like saucers and his little heart races with excitement. This is not just candy. This is the pinnacle of human achievement, wrapped in a small, colorful shell. His tiny hands tremble as he picks up the first M&M, and when he pops it into his mouth, it's like magic. The sweetness hits him instantly. BuBu's eyes go wide, his tail starts wiggling uncontrollably, and he lets out a little giddy squeak of pure joy. This is it! This is the taste of victory! And suddenly it's like the floodgates open. BuBu is no longer a cute, innocent monkey. He is a candy-eating machine. The first M&M leads to another, then another, and within seconds he's shoveling handfuls into his mouth like a squirrel preparing for a long winter. There's no hesitation, no slowing down. He's in full candy-devouring mode. His hands move so fast, it's like they're on autopilot, shoving M&Ms in with the kind of enthusiasm only a creature who's just discovered chocolate heaven could have. The machine may have won the battle, but BuBu just won the ultimate candy feast, and he's not stopping anytime soon. The first victory was sweet, literally, but BuBu's excitement quickly turns into candy greed. One packet of M&Ms is not enough. Now that he knows this vending machine is a magical source of endless chocolate, he's ready for round 2. BuBu stares at the machine, his eyes narrowing as he calculates his next move. He knows the button works now, but he's not just going to press it. Oh no, this time, he's going to take things up a notch. Without warning, he starts slapping the machine, hitting it with all the force his little monkey arms can muster. He shakes it like he's trying to wake up a giant candy monster inside. The machine makes a slight rattling sound, but BuBu doesn't care. He's in it to win it. Realizing that a gentle tap isn't going to cut it, BuBu climbs up onto the machine with all the agility of an acrobat. His tiny feet scramble up the side and he begins shaking it violently, like a toddler trying to make the cookie jar open. The machine clinks and whirs, but BuBu is relentless. He's on a mission and nothing will stop him. He will not be denied. The candy is his, and he's ready to do whatever it takes to get more. Just as BuBu is on the brink of candy domination, ready to feast on the endless bounty inside the vending machine, a new problem arises, a problem he never saw coming. He stares at the machine, trying to figure out why the buttons suddenly aren't working. Then his eyes drift downward to the coin slot. And that's when it hits him. The machine isn't just a magical candy dispenser. It demands payment. Cold, hard coins. And BuBu, ever the optimist, blinks at the slot, tilting his head in confusion. Wait, what? You expect me to have a job? He thinks, staring at the slot like it's a mysterious puzzle he'll never solve. BuBu stands there, utterly befuddled, like a monkey who just learned that life isn't as simple as eating bananas. I live in a tree, folks. Who do you think I am? An accountant? He sniffs the slot, pokes at it with his tiny fingers, and even licks the edges, as if somehow this will solve the mystery of why the candy won't fall. BuBu tries to reason with the machine. Come on, you can't expect me to carry coins. I barely even understand what they are. But no, the machine is relentless. BuBu is defeated, realizing that to continue his candy conquest, he'll need something more than monkey charm. He needs currency. When BuBu realizes that the coin dilemma isn't going away, he's faced with a choice: give up or come up with a new plan. And you can bet giving up is not in BuBu's vocabulary. After all, he's just unlocked the ultimate candy treasure, and he's not going to let a little thing like money stand in his way. So he moves into Plan B, and it's all about brute force. With no coins in sight, BuBu lunges at the machine with all the determination of a monkey trying to escape from an untied hammock. He starts yanking on the metal door, pulling it like he's trying to open a stubborn pickle jar. When that doesn't work, he hops up onto the machine, trying to pry open the seams like he's about to unleash a hidden treasure chest. The candy refuses to budge, but BuBu doesn't give up. He then decides to take a more direct approach, sticking his hand inside the machine through the coin slot, as if he can reach through the metal and pull the M&Ms out with sheer willpower. His tiny arm stretches in all directions, grabbing at the empty space where the candy should be, as he shakes the machine again, hoping something magical will happen. BuBu's determined face tells it all. No matter how many ways he tries, he's not leaving without those M&Ms. After what feels like hours of struggle, BuBu's hope is beginning to fade. His tiny hands are aching from all the pulling and tugging, and the M&Ms remain tauntingly out of reach. Just when it seems like his dreams of candy glory might slip away, a human enters the scene. The human, probably someone who has figured out the vending machine's secret, walks right up to the machine with confidence. With a slight chuckle, they insert a coin into the slot. BuBu's eyes widen. His head tilts, and he watches in absolute awe as the machine hums to life. So that's how it works? All I needed was a coin, BuBu thinks, utterly amazed by this simple yet revolutionary discovery. As the human presses the button, the candy packet drops, and BuBu squeals in delight. But then a thought crosses his mind. Wait. Why did they get to use a coin? Why not just let me take all the candy I want for free? I'm a monkey. I have priorities. BuBu looks at the human with a mix of respect and disappointment, as if to say, I see how it is, but I'm still not sure I agree with the whole money concept. At this point, BuBu is more enlightened than ever, but still deeply confused by the complex world of candy transactions. After a frenzied candy feast, BuBu sits back, his belly full, his fingers sticky with the sweet remnants of his M&M victory. His little tail swishes contentedly, and he licks his fingers, savoring every last bit of chocolate. In this moment of pure bliss, BuBu reflects on everything that just happened. The madness, the chaos, the button smashing, the vending machine shenanigans. And he reaches one important conclusion. Men and M's are great, vending machines are weird, and humans? Well, they're just unnecessarily complicated. As he reclines, still munching on the last of his loot, BuBu takes a moment to process the complexities of the human world. Why do they insist on coins? He wonders. Why can't we just share the candy freely? And why does everything have to involve so much? But despite all the confusion, would he do it all again? BuBu smiles to himself, knowing the answer. Absolutely. The struggle, the challenge, the chaos, it was all worth it for the sweet, glorious taste of victory. The vending machine may have been a weird, complicated obstacle, but it led him to chocolate heaven. So yes, BuBu would gladly face that machine again, because the reward at the end of the battle is more than worth the effort.